Afternoon, everyone. So first, thank you for the warm welcome that we received on behalf of the club, the players, the technical staff. We've been welcomed very, very warmly. So I can only say positive things about that. So thank you very much for this in the first place. When it comes to the game in itself, as you said, it's a preseason game. It's early in our preparation, so we treat it as such. We are getting ready for the season ahead. It's a good game to play in a nice stadium against a good team. It's going to be a good crowd, so it's going to be a very nice atmosphere. But yes, we know what objectives we have during the entire preseason. This is one step into our preseason.
We can kick off with questions for the coach, only 2-3 questions for the coach, so that we can continue with others. Here.
Coach, vous allez affronter l'équipe de Rayon Sport. Voyez-vous ce match comme un simple test ou bien un indicateur du niveau réel de votre équipe?
Le niveau réel, do you want me to answer in English or in French? French.
English.
Okay, guys, I'll go for English.
Yes.
It's not an indicator yet, because it's still early in our preseason, as I said. We're only 10 days into our preseason, so it's extremely early. It is, as I said in my introduction, it's one step into our preparation. It's one way also to build the engine physically to where we want to be. It's also a way for us to try some things on the tactical side of things. It's also another way for people and players to try to develop links. We have a bunch of new players that needs to get their fit into the team and into the collective that we want to. So I would say if that game was happening maybe later into our preseason, it would be much closer to be a real test to where we stand. But at this moment in time, it's a game that helps us getting to where we want. So it's still early to consider that a test, but it's definitely going to be a good opposition, and we're looking forward to that.
Swali kutoka Tanzania. Please.
Good evening, Coach. My name is Pablo Almas. I'm from Tanzania. My question is, first of all, congratulations to join as one among the greatest clubs from our country. We would like to know, since you arrived, you saw the new signings that have been signed this season to play for the biggest club in Tanzania. We would like to know, are you satisfied with the performance? And during these 2 to 3 weeks that you had today, you had the squad in the camp. How can you rate it? Do you think you can make it beginning from the first preseason game here in Kigali against Rayon Sport?
Okay. So first of all, it's not even 2 weeks. It's going to be 2 weeks at the end of the week. That's one. 2, regarding the new players. Look, I have a lot of good players in the team. Some that just arrived, some that were here before. I have one right next to me right now. My goal is to make every single player better. If everyone gets better, the team will get better, we'll have better results, and we can go far in every competition that we're looking to achieve something in. So, am I happy with the team that I have? Absolutely. Am I looking for the team to get even better? Absolutely.
My name is Vijabar Kuba. Yanga is a big club, so it has big objectives. You sound very confident as the season was just around the corner. How confident are you to take Yanga to the next level? Because 2 years ago, it's a team that played the final Cup of the Nation Cup. How far are you confident to take the club to the next level?
That's the reason I'm here. Okay, I joined the club for a project. I joined the club to bring something and help the club reach higher heights. So, to answer your question short, more than the question of how positive I am or how confident I am, there's no other choice. That's the reason I'm here. If it wasn't for that, I would not be sitting in front of you. So, it's going to require a lot of work. I brought people around me in my technical staff that share the same vision. The club management shares the same vision. The players share the same vision. We all going to try our very best to make the project reach those objectives. As I said, it's not going to be something that you can see next week. Something that will take time. take as less time as possible, because football is professional. I want the time you don't necessarily get. My objective is to try and bring everyone together as quick as possible so we can reach that the quickest way possible. I know very much what it takes to be successful in many competitions. I am thankful enough to have been part of clubs that have reached very high success. I'm looking to bring my little contribution to the club and help the club get to that point. Do we have the talent and the resources to do that? Yes. Are we ready to make it happen? Yes. When? God will tell us.
Ndugu au dada kutoka Tanzania? Yes.
Ndugu au dada?
Au wakilishi tu wa dada.
Coach, it has been like 10 days since.
Look, okay. If I take the side of the fans always expect the best from the team, which is normal. Okay, you always expect the best from your players. You expect the best from your team and from your club. So the only thing I can say to the fans, first of all, I'm going to repeat the same thing I always say. Everything we do is for them. Football without the fans doesn't mean much, especially in a big club such as ours. Our fans play a vital role in what we do. The only thing I want to tell them is that, as I said to your colleague over there in the first question, it's a very early stages in our preparation. And I'm saying that before the game. I'm not saying that after or anything. I'm saying that before, because it's the reality. It's 10 days of training. We had only one internal opposition so far when we played our U20, just to get a little bit of taste of a game before we come here. So you will see a lot of elements in the game. You will see a lot of different links and associations and tactical elements that we started to implement, but there's still a long way to go before we start the season. And the one thing I want to tell them is that when the season will start, we'll be fully ready.
Okay, two questions for the player. Two questions for the player. Very fortunate, Ali Kamwe is staying with us. You let the coach and the player go for the trainings, and we stay with the Mwenyekiti. Two questions for the player, please.
One question to the.
Okay, please.
Thank you, Captain. First of all, welcome here in Rwanda. Your coach is one of the youngest coaches in Africa, maybe the youngest one. I wish to know, in these few days we're together working with him, how are you letting him? How do you see him? How are you cooperating with him? Thank you.
Kitu Kiswahili.
Okay. Umeelewa swali kwanza? Swali sawa.
Na swali zuri. Kwanza tumefurahi kwa mapokezi mazuri kwa hapa Rwanda. Pili, nikirudi katika swali lako, tumempokea mwalimu kama tunavyopokea walimu wengine, tutampa ushirikiano kuweza kufanya vizuri kama tuliwapa ushirikiano walimu wengine.
Yes.
Okay, Sheikh.
Naam.
Miaka kadhaa iliyopita, tajua misimu 6 kama sio mitano, Yanga walipoteza dhidi ya Rayon Sport. Ninyi kama wachezaji ambao sasa hivi ni wachezaji wapya kuliko mkwepo, mmejipanga vipi kuondoa ile kama msemo kwamba historia inaongea kwamba tutafungwa tena na Rayon Sport?
Okay, kwanza lazima ufahamu kwamba tupo katika maandalizi, pre-season. Sidhani kama tutaangalia historia au tutaangalia kwamba tunakuja kufanya ushindano aina gani. Tupo kwa sababu ya maandalizi na mwalimu yupo kwa sababu ya kuangalia timu na wapi toka tulipoanza ili aongeze nini kwenda kuanza msimu mpya.
Last question for the player. One from Tanzania. One from
Pablo.
Msheri, kwanza kabisa karibu Rwanda kwa sababu umetukuta, lakini kitu kingine ambacho sisi tungependa kufahamu ni msimu mpya wenye matarajio makubwa, lakini tukizungumzia matarajio makubwa basi tunalenga zaidi kwenye upande wa kimataifa kwa sababu mmedominate sana kwenye ligi ya Tanzania. Kwa uwezo wa walimu, kwa uwezo wa wachezaji binafsi kasi ambao unauona katika uwanja wa mazoezi. Tuambie unafurahishwa kiasi gani na mwenendo wa wachezaji wenzako na unaamini pengine msimu wa aina gani kwa kile ambacho mmekuwa mkipiga katika kiwanja cha mazoezi?
Okay. Ni furaha kwa kila mchezaji hasa ambao wamesajiliwa katika msimu huu. Kila mmoja anaonyesha na anajua tunahitaji nini katika msimu unaofuata, hasa katika mashindano ya kimataifa. Kila mchezaji ana morali na anaamua kujitoa kuweza kutimiza yale malengo katika mashindano hayo.
Mimi naulizia tu tutarajie nini kwa mchezo wa kesho ambapo
nadhani bado tupo katika maandalizi. Tutacheza kwa kadri ya uwezo wetu kutokana na maandalizi ambayo tumeweza kuanza siku 10 hapo nyuma. Kwa hiyo tuko vizuri, tuombe Mungu.
Okay. Thank you very much for this session, and we are going to let the player and the coach go. Just
Thank
few
you.
questions we have for Ali, and I'll drive them right there on the training pitch so that you can keep on answering only 2-3 questions. Wanamhitaji